For men and for boys becoming men, this is key. And you don't really understand that or realize that until later. But the thing that we need to be more attractive, recently I've been getting into more talks with people about how to be more attractive. And one of the questions that really came up was how to be more of an attractive man. So that's what I want to talk about in this video. Ladies, you're more than welcome to stay. If you leave, I completely understand, but I'd love for you to stay and give me some of your insights in the comments, what you think, how you find men attractive, and what really draws you to a man. For me, it's very easy, very simple, and it's one word. But before I say that one word, I want to invite you to stick around after that. Because one thing that I found out in my life, through high school, in the Marines, now in civilian life, is that two different ways to say it. It's not having the knowledge, it's the application of the knowledge. And another way in saying that is it's not enough to know, you also have to act, or you also have to do. So just because you know something doesn't mean that it's working for you, doesn't mean that it's something that you can take into your life. If you don't act on it, then that knowledge is in essence worthless. So, having said all that, so why don't you sit back, relax, and have a conversation with me. Grab a beer like I have here, good old PBR. If you are not of drinking age, but you are of the age to be able to sign up for the military for your country and die for your country, well then you go grab yourself a beer and sit down with me anyways. So the one word that we need to revolve around, and it's picked apart by so many different people, but for men and for boys becoming men, this is key. And you don't really understand that or realize that until later, but the thing that we need to be more attractive is confidence. Really. That's it. It's the one word, confidence. Now that confidence spreads across a lot of different areas. And I'm not going to lie in saying that good looks doesn't hurt. Having a well-maintained body doesn't hurt. Being smart doesn't hurt. Being athletic doesn't hurt. But that's all stuff that, like I was saying, doesn't hurt. They are things that are a bonus, are a nice little addition, are, I'm thinking about a bonus right now. And it goes into my mind in high school. We had this biology teacher who was our head track coach as well, Mike Schrader, and he would get so excited for hot lunch when we had dinner rolls. And when he would get bonus dinner rolls. So that was one thing that we had going through high school is we always say, bonus rolls! Bonus lunch today. It's not something that's required, but it's nice to have. It makes things a little bit more enjoyable. If you're physically attracted to the person, well then that helps the chemical reactions in your body make that other person more attracted. So when we talk about confidence, again, an easy word. Something that you can take, okay, I just need to be confident and I'm good to go. Again, knowledge is great in and of itself, but the application of knowledge is where you set yourself apart. So what do I mean by that? Confidence. If you're more confident in who you are, the man, the boy that you are, whatever stage of life you're in, all right? Because I will say there are some people older than myself who are not confident. I know I wasn't completely confident when I was in high school. There were glimmers, there was hope, there were little glaring ideas of me being confident, especially in athletics. I was very athletic, so that helped me be more confident because it was something I was good at. And that might be a key takeaway right there. Do something that you're good at. That makes you confident, and that helps increase your confidence. Now, you might be one of those people thinking to yourself right now, John, I like Dungeons and Dragons. I like D&D. I'm a video game nerd. Well, video games are... If I knew video games would have gotten to this point when I was in high school, I would have kept doing it. If I knew you could make a living and be a professional video game player, oh my God, all those hours wasted. But I digress. Confidence is being and having more knowledge of the area around you, of you as a whole. A lot of what I do, a lot of my coaching, is revolved around this thing up here. The coach I have calls it your meatloaf. Now, it's not your hair. I'm losing mine. Your meatloaf, your brain, your mind. It all revolves around that. And the reasoning is your brain is so underutilized. We think that it's the physical attraction, that's the way to increase life and the benefits and all that fun stuff in life. But it's in developing your brain, developing your mind and your mindset is what really sets you apart. Now you might be thinking, well, why is this important? If you can stop worrying, stop stressing, stop becoming anxious about what other people think about you. Now there are times too in my life where I'd come up to a circle of people talking and laughing. Now, because of what I had going on through the day, the thoughts on my mind, there are times where I'd go up to them and say, you know what? They were thinking about me. That person caught me in the side of their eye, saw me coming, made a joke on my behalf, something that degraded me, and now I'm feeling less of myself. My self-worth has dropped because of some fictitious episode that never happened, but I had it up here in my mind as something that did happen. And the crazy thing about our minds is it doesn't distinguish between right and wrong. It doesn't know when something actually happened or when something fictitiously happened. You know, a couple books that I've read, one of them talked about the hurt and the trauma that we go through, like a heartbreak. When somebody breaks your heart, that pain can be just as, if not more severe, as somebody stabbing you in the leg with a knife. Now, I could sit here and find all the scientific proof. I could quote the book. I could do all that stuff for you, which is fine, great, grand, whatever. It helps establish my path, establish what I've said. But the long and short of it is I'm sure you felt it. You felt the heartache. You felt the decrease in self-worth because something that you made up. I've even gone as far as trying to do some sort of data collection of the people in secretive ways to see if they were talking about me. For what reason? Who cares? Who gives a shit? But it's things like that decreases our self-worth, that decreases our confidence. So if you're confident within yourself, when I started becoming very confident within myself, I worried less about what other people thought of me, and I started to worry more about what I thought of myself, if I loved myself. If you can love yourself, it's easier for you to love somebody else, and that energy will come off of you and will go into that other person. The thing we need to realize and understand here, and the question you need to ask yourself is, why do you want to be more confident? Why do you want to be more attractive? Now, if it's because you just want to get laid, well, there's so many different things you can do to just get yourself laid. You can lie, cheat, and steal. You can work out at the gym, become physically attractive, and there you go. But to what end? So you got laid. So you got your rocks off. So you got the rush of endorphins that make you feel good about yourself in that moment. But what happens when that feeling all fades away? You go back to feeling less of yourself. And possibly even less of that. So your self-worth, your self-esteem decreases even more. Because now you went to grab something that didn't fulfill the hole that you had, didn't fulfill the void that you had, which is the love within yourself. You looked for it externally, you need it internally. So if you're trying to become more attractive because you want to get laid, you might as well switch this off, because what I'm talking about isn't going to work for you. Because if you try to be confident too, if you try to increase your confidence, you're going to come out as being cocky. And we can see through that. The women can see through that. The partners you're trying to attract will see through that. It might not be right away, but that veil will get lifted. They'll see behind that curtain the real you. It will come out eventually. And then no one's going to like you. No one's going to want to be around you. Which again, revolving circle, decreases your self-worth, decreases your self-esteem. Which then you try to, again, go and fill that void externally, which you can't. If you don't love yourself internally, there's no amount of outside love that is going to fill that hole, to fill that gap. You have to do it internally. On the other hand, if you're trying to be more attractive, you're trying to be a more attractive man, for the gains of having a partner, having someone to love and be with, possibly going on into marriage, or maybe you're just trying the dating pool right now to see what you like because you're not quite sure. You know you're attracted to somebody else or a certain image or whatever, but you're not quite sure what you truly want to be your end partner. That we can work with. That is where confidence will bring you out. Now, you don't have to be confident in everything. Sometimes being confident in your vulnerability is just as intoxicating and attractive as being confident. Let me say that again. Being confident in your vulnerability, meaning telling people that you don't know something. Letting the person that you want to be attracted to and have them attracted to you, letting them know that you have no clue what you're doing. That you're scared. That you're afraid. Sometimes being that vulnerable with them is just as attractive, if not more attractive, than having uber confidence, because now you're so confident in yourself that you are okay with saying, these are my shortcomings. Take it or leave it. Take me as I am. This is me. I'm not good at this. I'm not good at sports. But since you like sports, I'll go watch them. I'll try them. I will go out there and make myself look like a fool because that's something that you're interested in. And maybe I'll get you to laugh. Getting someone else to laugh, that's something else that's attractive. But again, it all revolves around confidence. You need to be confident in your ability to make people laugh. You need to be confident in your vulnerability. You don't need beer or alcohol to be confident. You don't need drugs to be confident. They don't increase your confidence, they take away from it. True, unadulterated confidence, to me, is the most attractive thing anyone can do. Male, female, doesn't matter. Confidence is the most attractive thing because you are sure of yourself. You're also confident on letting the other person lead. It's crazy what strength and what flexibility confidence in yourself will give you. So be confident in who you are. Be confident in your abilities. If you don't know how to do that, a couple quick ways. I'll give you two quick ways to be confident, and then I'm going to cut this off because I've already dragged this out and you've got other shit to do. To be confident in yourself, you need to be able to sit with yourself and understand up here your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions. Yes, men, boys, you need to do that. Being stoic is great and everything. There is a certain level of stoicism we need to have in our life, but if you want to be the next level of man, the next iteration, man 2.0, you need to be able to sit with yourself, be vulnerable with yourself, and understand who you are. That'll give the confidence in yourself to be able to do other things. Meditation, mindfulness, things that I teach and work on and help other people work on and incorporate into their lives. Physical fitness is another one. So those are my two. Mindfulness, physical fitness. Those are the two that'll help increase your confidence. Because when you feel good, when you look good, you feel good. Now, you don't have to be a bodybuilder. You don't have to be an IFBB pro. You don't. Working out, physical fitness helps increase your endorphins, increases the chemicals within your body to have a more positive outlook. And once those are released within your bloodstream, those help give you the ability to have a better outlook on your life, which will help give you the confidence that you need to be the person that you want to be, to attract the people that you want to be attracted to you. Physical fitness, mindfulness. If you need any help on the mindfulness, check out a couple of my videos. I hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it because this is something that I think a lot of us struggle with. And society skews the images that we should see and be. So if I can be a little beacon for you, a little beacon of light of saying, you don't have to be like this. You, again, don't. All right. I'm done.